Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Heather Backman, certified holistic health coach and zone therapist. And I'm here with Allison Larsen, who is a certified personal trainer through the American Council of Exercise, as well as a fit and fall proof master trainer and yoga instructor. She is also a certified foot zone therapist and a Reiki master who understands the energy systems of the body and incorporates that knowledge into her personal training sessions. So I am so excited to be spotlighting Allison today because she has changed my life in so many ways. She not only is so uniquely talented, but she's someone who is so purpose-driven. She is one who actively seeks to make a difference in the world and who is teaching and training people all over the nation. She's an expert in her field and an incredible mentor and personal trainer. We would like to thank Boosting Brain Activity for hosting this interview with Allison. Thanks for being here, Allison. We're so excited to have you.
Thanks. I'm really excited to be here with you too, Heather.
So what is it that got you started in being a personal trainer?
Well, that's a really great question. My whole life I've really enjoyed and wanted to help people. So originally I pursued a degree in social work when I was in college, and then because I've had kids and things and transfers through my husband to going to a different college, I didn't quite finish that out. I did get my associate's degree, but as my children got older, I knew I really wanted to help people, and I was passionate about that. And I really felt like I was divinely led to personal training. It's kind of a long story, probably too long for this, but I would love to tell it for anybody who wants to spend some time with me. But through divine intervention, I was led to personal training, and now I love helping people to become healthy and really reach their goals.
Awesome. So how long have you been a personal trainer?
So I've been a personal trainer since 2007, and I've actually owned a personal training company since before then. I started it to help out a friend and saw how passionate she was about it and how many people she was helping, so I decided to become a personal trainer. And so since 2007, I've been a personal trainer.
Awesome. So what's it called? Your personal
So
training?
it's called Star Fitness Solutions, and we've been able to do some great things. Of course, I do individual training. I train people long distance. I train people in their homes. We were also able to develop a program where we're able to go into schools, and we actually train teachers, and they get continuing education credits for it. So that's been really fun to do. That's something that I don't currently do but have done in the past, and it's a really fun program. I also work with older adults, and so a fit fall proof program is what that's called, and older adults tend to lose their balance later on in life, and there's a lot of ice and snow in Idaho where I live, so I help those older adults do exercises that will have them be more confident so that they don't stumble or slip on the ice.
That's great. Yeah, Allison personal trained me. I live in Utah, and it was amazing. It was awesome. I really benefited from it, and she was able to come to Utah at some point and to help me with my my technique, and man, she kicked my butt. It was awesome. I thought I was kicking my own butt, but the technique that she taught me and everything was so helpful, so beneficial. So as your personal training, what is really your focus?
Well, my focus, Heather, is really to help people learn to love themselves. My philosophy, just to get right to the point, is that so often we beat ourselves up. So we're telling ourselves, I'm fat, I don't like how I look, I can't do things. And guess what? We tell ourselves those things and our body believes it. And so we feel like we can't do things, like we're too fat, like we're ugly, like we aren't good enough. Well, guess what? Start telling yourself you are good enough, that you're healthy, that you're fit, that you're full of energy, and you will become what you tell yourself. And so that is the basis of my program. I really help people work on focusing on the positives so that they can reach their goal.
And that's so unique in that, when I think of a personal trainer, I think of someone who's just fitness and diet,
Yeah.
and like building muscle, and so when I kind of learned about your program and know your background, I was really intrigued and felt like, oh my goodness, so many people need this, because yeah, we want to be fit and we want to be healthy, but the root of it is we want to love ourselves. And Allison has great tools to help us be able to recognize some emotions that may be blocking us, being able to release those so that we can move forward in our fitness. I've found for myself that I have a hard time moving forward with my fitness goals if emotionally I just don't feel like I'm worth it. And so that's something that Allison provides and teaches you and supports you through, is really helping your emotional stability to be able to achieve those fitness goals. So I love that about her program. Is there anything else about your program that you'd like to talk about?
Well, I think it's really important, like I said before, to love yourself. I think that a lot of personal training programs don't focus on that, and that's something I used to manage a gym, and it was really frustrating to me because I felt like I was limited in how much I could help the client emotionally. Believe it or not, it's not like how you see on Biggest Loser or Chris Powell's Extreme Body Makeover. Usually trainers aren't allowed to give people emotional guidance and emotional support, and quite frankly it's because they aren't certified or trained how to do that. But I have really loved getting additional certifications and trainings that allow me to dive deeper with somebody so that they can release some of those emotional blocks, because it's so frustrating to try and help someone and to work with them and to see their goals they have, and then to have them reach this block that's emotional and to not be able to help them with it. And it was very frustrating to me. So I'm thankful for the tools that I have now that allow me to not only help somebody in the physical realm, but also reach the emotional, the spiritual, and even the mental. And those are really the 4 areas that are really important. And when we're talking about holistic medicine and healing, that's the approach I take, is the holistic approach that incorporates all 4 of those.
So how have you seen the emotional and spiritual affect fitness goals? Do you have an example of someone who, it really kind of messed them up?
Oh, wow, I have so many examples and so many stories. The one that comes to mind right now is a lady, and she actually would tell herself, I'm so fat, I'm not good enough. And she was on exercise programs, not through me, and wasn't losing weight. Well, she decided that she would do these affirmations, these positive affirmations. She told herself, I'm energetic, I'm healthy, I'm fit. And guess what? Just over the weekend, she lost 3 pounds, and she'd been trying all these different programs to lose weight.
Wow.
And really my philosophy is that we're supposed to learn something from our bodies. So if we're struggling with weight, there's something that we need to learn. And if we can really recognize that and learn to overcome also that negative that we hear in our head all the time, either that we tell ourselves or that the outside world is telling us, that's when we can really excel. And that's when you really see success.
Yeah, that's so true. What do you feel is maybe the most pressing issue that you face as a personal trainer?
Well, the most pressing issue I face is just the conflicting messages that people get. So you have the media telling you you should look one way or that you should be one way. You may have, especially for younger girls that I've seen, you may have people that you look at around you. And I mean, let's be honest, no matter how old we are, we tend to compare ourselves to other people. And that is my biggest challenge, because somebody will come to me and say, I want to look like her. And either it's a famous actress or it's a neighbor or it's somebody else in the gym. Well, guess what? We're all unique and we're all different. And you will never look exactly like that person. And you weren't meant to. But what I try and help people do is to find their healthiest self so that they feel good about themselves, so they feel healthy, and so that they can live a full life. It's not living a full life when you're always comparing yourself and feeling bad about yourself. So that is my real goal when it comes to personal training.
Well, and I've noticed that when I try and be my what I think my fit is, or at least what I want my fit to be, that it's often at the expense of my health or my emotional well-being, and it's not really diving into what's best for me. And I usually don't listen to my body when I'm going that route. And something that Allison has helped train me to do is to really focus on my body and what feels good to my body, and to notice what kinds of foods hurt my stomach, or what kinds of foods make me dragon energy, or what kinds of foods lift me or give me energy, what kinds of exercise exhilarates me, just really helping me to pay attention to my body and the things that really bring me energy in life so that I can achieve the goals that I have, not just fitness and health, but also emotionally and socially and with my family. And it really helps to be able to have someone coach you and train you on how to be your most balanced self. And that's really what Allison provides. So is there a tool maybe that comes to mind that you could share with our listeners, of something that they could do today that would help them with, we all have health and fitness goals, even if it's just, I want to be healthier, I want to feel better. We all have a desire to be healthier and fitter. So is there a tool that you could teach us right now that they can go home with and start right away?
Yes.